The Incredibles is secretly a movie about a serial killer, bombs, tortures, suicides, and killer robots, yet it's marketed towards kids. Honestly, it might be the most violent and dark PG Pixar/Disney movie ever. Shocked? Well, you should be, because it's even worse than Mulan. But before we get into that, let's break down how much this movie actually gets away with.
Well, I think you need to be more flexible.
You might be thinking, wait, this movie's violent? No one's bleeding, no one's dying, and all the fights are cartoonish. This is just some silly kids movie about superheroes.
Wrong!
In the first 15 minutes alone, we see armed robbers, shootouts, an attempted suicide, a bomb going off in a bank, Bon Voyage trying to kill a child, and the L train accident. That opens the floodgates, so to speak, for a bunch of bogus lawsuits against the superheroes and a lawyer advocating for the right of a dude to kill himself.
Mr. Sansweet didn't ask to be saved. Mr. Sansweet didn't want to be saved.
The rest of the movie just keeps up that same level of intensity the entire time. Bob and Lucius constantly break the law by doing hero work, and in one scene, they end up assaulting a very trigger-happy police officer just to keep from getting caught.
Freeze.
Bob also assaults his boss after watching a man getting mugged. Then he gets recruited by Mirage to go to a secret island to fight a robot who very clearly wants to kill people.
We've had to evacuate all personnel from the island for their own safety.
It also draws the only blood that we see in the movie from Mr. Incredible. Then we learn about at least 5 superheroes dying due to cape-related incidents. Just doing what they normally do every day.
No kicks.
Not to mention, all these supers that died were at the Incredibles' wedding. Yikes. Then Bob runs into Syndrome, aka the child that Bon Voyage almost killed in the beginning, who's now grown up to be a full-blown serial killer.
You killed off real heroes so that you could pretend to be one?
Mr. Incredible almost gets shot or blown up by him multiple times. Then he finds his friend Gazerbeam in a cave as a skeleton, and then he sneaks into the base on the secret island and seriously injures several of the guards and clearly kills one of them. Then he finds out that at least 18 superheroes, 18, were systematically tracked down and murdered by Syndrome. And Syndrome just flippantly talks about doing this like it's a game. I mean, he actually has a spreadsheet of these superheroes, where to find them, what their powers are, and how to defeat them, and then he just checks them off the list when he kills them. Once Mr. Incredible is captured and tortured by Syndrome, he fires missiles off at a plane even after finding out there are children on board.
There are children aboard, say again, there are children aboard this ship!
Resulting in the supposed deaths of Mr. Incredible's family, and Syndrome's reaction to killing his family?
I seem to recall you prefer to work alone.
Chilling. And it doesn't end there. Mr. Incredible almost killed Mirage twice. When the family lands on the island, Violet and Dash are chased by armed guards who've set their guns to kill. And that chase alone results in 9 on-screen deaths of these lackeys. Later, Syndrome openly admits that he does not care about civilian safety. He's an arms dealer to foreign countries.
How do you think I got rich?
He unleashes a killer robot onto the city. That same robot kills a lot of military officers, and then he kidnaps Jack.
The baby's sleeping.
Lastly, the movie ends with Syndrome being sucked into a jet engine because of his cape. If you actually count all that up, that's around 15 on-screen deaths and at least 23 off-screen deaths in a movie rated PG.
I'm still geeking out about it.
But not all on-screen violence is created equal. Some of you, I'm sure, are still wondering about Mulan. I mean, Mulan is set during a war, and a lot of people die. But most of those deaths feel distant. The avalanche that wipes out the army is pretty big, but all those people are faceless and nameless. And yeah, one of the cities was completely wiped out, but we don't see it happen. Now, the fireworks at the end do kill the main villain, but it's quick. In The Incredibles, everything feels way more personal. We see the lackeys up close. The villain starts out as a child. The world isn't in a time of war or death. It's in our time. And children are constantly in danger. I mean, the killer robot was this close to crushing both Dash and Violet just because. It's just one psychotic fanatic in the modern world who's willing to murder anyone just to prove that he can be a superhero.
Are they nuts?
So the big question is, how is this still a kids movie? And it's simply because it's never inappropriate or undigestible for kids.
That's exactly right.
We need more kids movies like this. Stories that aren't afraid to be real, but still know how to present that reality appropriately.
It's so beautiful.
Another big reason that it works as a kids movie is it never stays in the intensity for too long. Every time things get heavy, it pulls you back into the mundanity and normalcy of everyday life and humor.
It's a good point.
It's a perfect balance between an action movie and an entertaining PSA for kids. Kind of like the Dumb Ways to Die ad, where serious things are presented in an approachable way. The best example of that is this line from Mrs. Incredible.
They won't exercise restraint because you're children. They will kill you if they get the chance. Do not give them that chance.
No truer words have ever been spoken in a kids movie. So yeah, The Incredibles is way more violent than anyone remembers. But it's also one of the most real and grounded Pixar/Disney movies, and it's one of the best movies ever made.
Wasn't that just magnificent?
It's not afraid to be real, and it's not afraid to treat kids like they're smart. But at the same time, we still need to treat kids like kids. And The Incredibles walks that line perfectly. That was totally wicked! But what do you think? Did I miss anything crazy that The Incredibles did? Do you want me to do a deep dive on The Incredibles 2 or Ratatouille? Comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more kids movie breakdowns just like this.